Today, guys, I was tasked with something very hard. I was asked to make a piece of content. And I was thinking, what am I known for in the Smash community? What do people know ShinyMark for? And I realized I'm a huge nerd in this game. So today, guys, I'm gonna give you one fun fact or tip with every single character in this game. Starting with the Smash 64 roster, we'll see if there is enough support in this video. We might just do one for every single character. We might make a series, you know? So if you guys like this content, make sure to give a like, subscribe, comment down below, and let's get right into it, you guys. First off with Mario, ledge jumping is hard, right? The mechanic of ledge jumping, of just like running off the stage and like grabbing ledge like this, it gets hard with a couple characters, right? Especially like floatier characters. It has to do with that. It has to do with their traction. But basically, a really easy way for Mario to do it is to run off the stage and then cape to the ledge. So like this, but to the other way, right? So you do this, right? So Mario is able to just grab ledge very immediately, very easily, very brain deadly, okay? So that's the easiest way to ledge jump. And another way that Mario has a special way to grab ledge is by canceling his up B startup, right? So for example, let's say that you're off stage, right? And you're trying to double jump, right? You want to double jump, but you might be in a situation where you're forced to double jump early. But however, if you jump here, you see that Mario's over the ledge. If you get hit here as Mario and you lose your double jump and end up off stage, that might be a very hard situation for you, you know? You might just get gimped. So, something that Mario can do, and a lot of characters actually, is cancel their up B startup on the ledge and then like just clip to the ledge like that. So even, for example, I'll start my jump like super high up, right? I start my jump here, but I start my up B, you'll see that Mario will just cancel the up B animation and grab ledge like this, okay? So in real time, it would look something like this, right? Even if Mario would double jump above the ledge, the up B cancels it and he grabs ledge very safely, okay? And then one last thing that a lot of people ask me all the time with Pikachu, but Mario can also do it, the instant wall jump. Yeah, like that. Basically, this is really good because you can go off stage, really off stage, then go back with your double jump or like just harass people with the double jump to edge guard them, you know, and then go back to ledge. The input, if I were to visualize it on the stage, is literally just this. It's like a foxtrot in place. So you dash left first, you dash right after, and then that's it. But you do it on the ledge. In real time, it's like that. So again, left, right. That's it. I will say, by the way, some characters are easier or more simple than others. So for example, with Mario, I share like some character specifics and some like universal tech in terms of the instant wall jump. But some characters like DK might just have some, you know, like very simple stuff. So what I will say with DK is his best out of shield option is up B out of shield, okay? And without up B out of shield, his best out of shield option is probably like grab or like back air. And if I were to guess, these are like frame 9, maybe it's probably worse. And the hitbox on back air is like bad because it's super high up, right? So like against short characters, it's kind of worse. It's just in general like not that fast, you know. That's why a lot of characters can mash on DK's shield. So a fix to this is doing the up B out of shield like this, okay? This is a frame 7 option because DK's up B is frame 4. So all you have to do to accomplish this, because if you do it too early, you just are gonna get like the grounded version, and this is just not fast, right? You want to get this. So what you want to practice is, if you didn't know, there is a 3-frame transition between being on the ground and being in the air, which is called a jump squat. So I'm gonna press jump right now, and we're gonna count 3 frames, right? 1, 2, 3, and then on the next frame he's gonna be airborne, right? This is where you start your up B, okay? That was a frame too early. So basically you press up B on the 3rd frame, like this, okay? And this is how you get the frame 7 out of shield option from DK. It's a really good option that I basically only see Chunky Kong doing. So yeah. And one more fun fact is that DK's dash attack lingers for so long. Right now I'm not going to be able to visualize it, But if you didn't know, like the super late hitbox has a lot more frame advantage and is like extremely, extremely, extremely safe on shield. So like around that part, yeah, the hit that I just got. If I were to make a guess, that's probably like around -1, something ridiculous like that. So if you're able to abuse that, go ahead. All right, for Link, I have a couple fun tricks with the bomb and some optimizations for how to do his combos a little bit better, his simple combos, okay, especially out of down throw. So first off, let's go over the bomb. Basically, you can do some crazy angles with the bomb with the nair and with the downer. I think these are some really good angles to learn. Basically, what you do is in real time, it would look like this. You want to hit the bomb as it's like bouncing on the floor with the nair like this. So the easiest way to time it is to like double jump and then fast fall with the nair, right? You see that nice little angle that the bomb has? Like this can set up for a really nice edge guard off stage like that, you know? Something like that. And you have something more ridiculous. Same concept. You want to hit the bomb as it's bouncing, but you do it with downer this time. Look how far it goes. Like, if you hit it with the spike hitbox, that happens. So you want to make sure that you do it with the sour spot. But look at that angle, bro. Like, that could snipe someone, like, really high up in the air. Like that. And you just hit them all the way up. So that's a creative way to, like, edgeguard people with the bomb. Might want to practice these, you know. And one other property about the bomb is that if you hard toss it down, especially on the ledge, you see all these bounces. Up until then, it's an active hitbox. So this is a really, really, really good ledge trapping option. You can kind of think of it as if it was Rob's gyro. And since it's like literally inside of the like the very lip of the ledge, it's gonna send the opponent towards the stage, you know, which you can combo into an up B. Okay, so yeah, like that. That's basically how it works. Okay, and one last thing that I want to say for Link is that a lot of people I feel like drop his down throw combos, but basically my advice is practice down throw into reverse up tilt. That's the easiest way to get the up tilt to be a true combo to turn around with it. And the way to do this is a extra tip for Link for Pikachu right here. There's the switch visualizer. You can use this to like visualize where your stick is, right? So obviously if you do this direction and A, this is going to be an up tilt, right? Obviously if you do this and A is going to be a forward tilt. So characters that have up angled forward tilts, it's literally this diagonal. So in between this and the up angle, right here, this little angle right here, this is a macro for turning around, right? And turning around while doing an up tilt, and you can also do it turning around and doing a down tilt, okay? So if you ever wonder why I can do turn around up tilts immediately out of scraps, another player that does them really often is Lima. We use this macro to turn around immediately, okay? And basically what you do is you, to the direction where you want to turn around, you do that angle, right? So if I were to do it in real time right now, I'm doing down throw and I'm immediately holding up and right in this position, and Link immediately turns around to the right and starts the up tilt, okay? I'm literally doing down throw and then turning around, doing up and A in that little angle that I mentioned, okay? So yeah, that's a little tip for y'all. Okay, so for Samus, I feel like this one might be a little bit more well known, but I feel like Samus is also like a pretty simple character, so um, this is the one that occurs to me. So let's say you have an opponent shielding, right? And you don't want, you kind of want to force them out of their shield, right? You can obviously hit their shield with like a fair, with like a nair, whatever. But of course, you might sometimes want to force like a shield poke or something, right? So one weird property that Samus Uppy has, I'll show you two examples. This is Samus Uppy, right? I up B on the ground and nothing happens. But for some reason, the aerial version of Samus Uppy does so much shield damage. And if you aim for like the higher parts of the opponent character, you're just gonna get a pretty much guaranteed shield poke, okay? Obviously, like, especially in this game, because there is no shield dropping, you might want to like wait for a little bit for the shield to lower from the opponent. So let's say I hit them with this, and then you do this up B, right? Sometimes I've even seen like shield breaks. It's not like super consistent, but like, yeah, it's just a random weird property that Samus up B has. So you can guarantee a hit on the platform if you do this, okay? All right, so for Yoshi, we have another shield fun fact. So, uh, his down B, right? His down B is known for being a shield breaker, but in reality, it has many parts of a move, right? Like he rises with the down B, then he lands with the down B, and then he does the little stars, right? Shield break setup, right? But in reality, once you see this, if you're a good player, two things can happen. You can, or like even three. If it's a character with a lot of range, you can even just anti-air Yoshi and like hit him as he's going down. Otherwise, you could time a parry because the timing is very, very lenient, which is what I do. Or you can just jump away, roll away. This is not a guaranteed shield break punish. So instead of that shitty version, that bad version of the down B, what pro Yoshi players will do is they will damage the shield once, basically act as if this was Martin Lucina's shield breaker, right? And instead of doing the grounded version of the down B, they will do an aerial version, which will still break the shield, right? So in real time, it would look like this. You want to make sure you get on the top of the opponent's shield, right? So this is like a lot more unreactable. You definitely want to practice the spacing for this because of Ultimate's mechanics, you kind of get pushed to the side from the opponent. But yeah, this is a good way to pressure people's shields as Yoshi. It's a lot better than doing this. This is like just not good. All right, so with Kirby, I have a little kill confirm that I feel like a lot of people don't know with Kirby. And you know, Gilhue does it a lot. I think he's like the one Kirby I've seen do it. I'm not sure if I've seen Jaja do it, but Kirby has a very, very powerful up tilt hitbox, which I will show right now. So as you can see right now, that move is huge. I don't think this is like properly visualized on the training mod pack, but actually it might be. Man, never mind. The hitbox is ridiculous, right? As you can see, it reaches super duper far in, right? So at kill percents, sometimes Kirby's will struggle to kill a little bit, but this is Kirby's air ride is what they call the combo. Basically, you get the late part of the up tilt like this into an instant double jump downer. So the instant double jump downer, what it does is it helps Kirby rise and abuse the momentum of his double jump to properly be able to then time a fast fall and like auto cancel this move into a down smash. So this was all a true combo. I'm not a Kirby main, so it's a little bit tough, but right there you see on the combo counter, 33% damage, 8 damage combo, just a proper kill confirm. So if you guys didn't know how to practice an instant double jump, you literally just press double jump twice. With Kirby, you literally should just like see him like puffing up immediately as he's rising. Basically, no, not this animation, but the puff up animation like this. And then you just time a downer while doing this. You can also do it like from the ground. Apparently, you can get this downer into the down smash. Only proper thing or like thing to practice is the fast fall timing because you want to auto cancel, but like still be on the ground fast enough to combo into the down smash. But is it really good combo to do? All right, with Fox, I have another instant double jump tip. So sometimes I've seen Fox players struggle to do the ladder combos with upper, where they'll do upper into another upper. But you see there, I didn't get the auto cancel, right? I get this upper, and then I get the second upper, like this. But I'm in the landing lag animation like this, right? I'm not able to like immediately act out of it. So this is where instant double jump is really, really good with Fox. You want to do the first upper, and then instant double jump upper. This will auto cancel, so I can just act immediately. You see, I can like shield immediately. So you can do something like this, basically, below the platform. So yeah, that's a good way to like get the auto cancel and like make combos easier on Fox. And a bonus tip I will give, something that I feel like I don't see many Fox mains do, and I feel like I only saw Larry Lur do on Smash 4. But I feel like Fox mains, whenever they get the opponent on the platform, they just immediately go for the upper, like this. They will just start pressuring with upper. But I think it's better to do a mix of backer first into the upper, because the backer still does a good amount of shield damage, but it auto cancels a lot quicker. So if you see, like, if I do upper to upper, this is the speed of the pressure. This is the fastest I can go. But if you see backer into upper, You see how much faster that is? You can even do like multiple backers like this and then transition into something else basically. Um, like even something like this and then like tomahawk. Like there is a lot of options. So it's just something I've thought about when seeing top level Fox players VODs. It's just something I would do personally. So yeah, like, feel free to experiment with it. All right, we got my boy Pikachu. And first off, one tip that I feel like a lot of Pikachus, I've heard them say they struggle with hitting characters on platforms or like with platform camping. This is why I specifically, if you ever see my sets, you never see me going to PS2. Smashville is fine because it's a small stage, but ideally, if it's a character that I feel is going to like let platform camp a lot, um, I really love the height of Battlefield's platforms, like Battlefield, Small Battlefield. Um, Hollow Bastion has that height too, and town and cities side platforms, but only with a full hop. What I'm talking about is this short hop fair will hit basically fully on the shield while not even like having to like go above the platform, right? So I'm just like poking at Joker without actually going through it. And because this is locking the opponent character into the shield, at some point if the shield is low enough, you can kind of aim to like the corner where the shield is lower. So for example, one of Joker's feats right now. And right here, it's gonna like start shield poking, you know, like very, very early. So yeah, even if it doesn't shield poke, it's just like really insanely safe shield pressure. So this is why I recommend Pikachu's to learn slingshotting, because you can do something like this. Let's say Joker is shielding on the platform, you can do upper into slingshot fair, and you see like that was just one upper into the last hit of the fair, and it like shield poked from like a full shield. You know, usually people will not drop their shield from like one hit because they're kind of like testing the waters on what's gonna happen. So yeah, I like that right there is I was able to show like a really good situation for that. And one bonus tip is I advise Pikachu's to feel comfortable with platforms. I feel like that's something that I see them struggle with a lot, both in terms of them relying a lot on like full hop T-Yield like this. And so if they're like below a platform, they're like, what do I do? The platform is like blocking me, right? You have two solutions. You can do short hop T-Yield like this. This is why I do short hop T-Yield a lot. It's just as good. It's maybe a little bit less frame advantage, but it still forces a reaction out of the opponent. And the other one is, if I can get Joker off the platform, is this. Like manipulating and hitting people's shields or just them if they're tall enough with this T-Jolt, which will get you like direct pressure along with it, you know? You can get like really delayed pressure like this. Like that, for example. So yeah, really advanced stuff with Pikachu, but I really recommend you master this. All right, with Luigi, I have a little bit of a slingshot tech right here. So, I'm going to make Dr. Mario DI left, right, and no DI, because those are the three DIs. A lot of Luigis have gone really good at like one or two, but three is hard. So maybe I'm gonna ruin people's days by giving this advice, but basically what you do is you get the down throw, you slingshot, and then you just react. Because the slingshot, what it does is it gives you enough momentum to like adapt to pretty much every single DI. So you just buffer this, and you see where Dr. Mario is. So let me activate the air dodge. I'm not a Luigi main, by the way, so don't roast me for burning, or sorry, for messing this up. But yeah, down throw, slingshot, reverse up B. Down throw, slingshot, up B. Down throw, slingshot, reverse up B. Down throw, slingshot. There I did slingshot and just up B because he was like basically like in front of me. So yeah, that's basically it. If you are finding DI out to be harder, you can even go for like a safe route, which is this. You can just do the back air, right? You can even do like a short hop and then like react to where they are at, and with a double jump like adjust the height like this. Still a true combo. Definitely like the spacing is like very tight, right? But like, hey, that's why you practice. That's why you as a Luigi main should just sit down and like try this out, right? So yeah, I'm not a Luigi main, but there you go. I heard this from Kiaraj a while ago, so I couldn't really think of anything else from Luigi. Like, I think the rest is like really, really obvious. Like, double jump side B gives you a lot of height, but I feel like most Luigi mains know this. So yeah, feel free to do this. Do with this as you may learn to. This might be good. I don't know. So with Ness, I was thinking that honestly, like the things that he has is just like straight up tech. Like for example, doing this PK Fire, doing Fly Mags, which are just like combos, right? There is like a lot of tutorials on this, so I definitely advise you look this up. But one thing that I feel like makes certain Ness players way harder to fight than others is a Ness player that knows how to recover with up B the other way, which I don't know if I'm gonna do a good job on doing, which I did. But this basically, whenever I see a Ness recovering like this, I'm looking to position on the opposite side of where the PK Thunder is gonna send them, right? So in this case, Ness is gonna do this PK Thunder to the right, basically. So I would position myself on the left of Ness, right? Of course, also because like I'm on the right ledge, so it just makes sense positionally. So if a Ness knows how to recover while doing this, this covers Ness a lot more. It's just like the angles and the timing is a lot trickier. But if you know how to like recover like this, and also like delay the timings, mix up the angles, this makes you an infinitely harder Ness to fight against. So yeah, definitely practice this. Okay, so with Captain Falcon, one thing that I see people struggle with is basically when they get like a knee, right? Or like they have the opportunity to get down air into knee, that might kill, right? Especially, for example, at 45 or something, right? Um, but they get it while facing the other way. So they get something like this, down air knee, nothing really happens, right? Just like the knee. It's really good damage, of course. It's like almost 40%, but you could get this into a kill if you knew how to do a slingshot. So basically, you want to practice this motion, downer into slingshot, downer into slingshot, and then you just mix in the fair, right? So in real time, it would look like this. And then in the combo, it will look like this. Becomes a kill. So that's basically something that I feel like only really top level Falcons do, and it's such a game changer. It kills so early. So yeah, slingshots and also instant double jumps are really important for Falcon. Because then there's like awkward percents, for example, right? You get the downer and like a full hop knee won't hit, but an instant double jump knee like this will hit, right? So you really want to practice both slingshots and instant double jumps, because if you didn't know, the difference between a full hop and an instant double jump is that the instant double jump kind of like slowly rises, whereas the full hop literally immediately puts you at the apex of your jump, right? So with the slow rise, basically you have a lot more leniency while rising with an aerial to hit, for example, a sweet spot like that, okay? And then lastly, I can think of two things that are like very curious about Jigglypuff. I feel like these are not like super crazy, but like a lot of people don't know them. Is first off, so many people have no idea, like even Puff mains, I've told them about this, that Jigglypuff can angle her pound, like this is just side B, right? But she can angle it upwards. You see like how she's like rising a little bit? And she can also angle it downwards like this. You see how much more she's falling in comparison to this? Like these are like vastly different. So you can use them to like basically aim for the opponent, or to like stall, right? So these are really important things to know. The other thing I can think of is that Jigglypuff's ground frame data, I feel like, is like people just don't know how good it is. She has extremely safe jab on shield. So let's make Rosalina shield real quick. This can obviously only be tested with the training mod tag, right? But both her jab and her up tilt are just so extremely safe. So like jab, let's make sure she just keeps holding shield. Okay, so like jab, you see? -7. -7 jab. Like, that's so insane. And then up tilt, -6. Not many characters in this game have -6 options, especially against a character that is this short, right? So, yeah, just food for thought. for Jigglypuff, and honestly, that's about it for what I can think of with Jigglypuff. Like, she's just a character that she's very simple. What you want to know with her is the rest setup. So, Sour Fair, pound into fair, drill rest, upper rest, all that kind of thing. So yeah. All right. So one last tip that occurred to me is, if you see this, right? You see Jigglypuff's down tilt clanks with Lucina's forward tilt like that, right? That's what happens between ground moves, basically. If a ground move interacts with another ground move, they will clank. But Jigglypuff's dash attack, for some reason, has a mechanic called Trample. Trample, what it does is, it doesn't really matter, like, if it's a ground move versus another ground move. Jigglypuff's dash attack won't be interrupted by the clank animation. So it looks like that, okay? So yeah, if this works with like ground moves, this works with projectiles. So if you ever see some, for example, like a Pikachu T-Jolt, and you want to like brute force through, you can just do something like this. Like a Jigglypuff dash attack. Very few moves in this game have this mechanic. Mainly it's Little Max tilts and Jigglypuff's dash attack that I can think about. But yeah, this is a mechanic that, first off, a lot of people don't know exists. And second off, well, it's on Jigglypuff, so it's a good tip to give. Alright guys, so those were some tips that I was able to think of on the fly about pretty much every single character from the Smash 64 roster. So try to make them a little bit interesting, a little bit more unknown. So give me feedback on what you thought of these tips. Do you want something more like tech-based, something more combo-based, or do you think these are fine? Please let me know on the comments down below. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this and look forward to the next parts, of course, if you support the video enough. See you guys next time. Bye.